You may well be asking yourself why employees from a ship's outfitters were queuing up to board an aircraft. This is one of the few outward manifestations of the success of Regency Marine, a relatively new company which has become one of the United Kingdom's leading specialist ships outfitters since it began trading in 1981. These Regency Marine craftsmen were flying to their work on a specially chartered aircraft to the Canary Islands to complete yet another contract refurbishing cabins on a cruise ship. The ship was the motor vessel Orient Express, owned by Sea Containers Limited. The contract called for the stripping out of 272 cabins and their complete reconstruction, including new built-in furniture and soft furnishings. The executives of Regency Marine needed to plan very carefully because the vessel had to remain in service as a cruise ship during the work period of 7 weeks. An important part of the preparation was the building of a full-sized mock-up of the new cabins, as they would be assembled on the Orient Express. This allowed the designers to check every last detail and gave the client an opportunity to bestow a final seal of approval. Regency Marine belongs to the Maivan group of construction companies. Not only can it draw upon the planning resources of the group, it can also benefit from the skills of sister companies like Maivan Windows. Regency Marine's manufacturing unit is not far from Belfast International Airport in Northern Ireland, and it was here that the furniture for the new cabins was prefabricated. The company's factory complex is fully equipped to bond the non-combustible panels and manufacture the furniture components all to the safety standards of the United Kingdom Board of Trade, Lloyd's and De Nosca Veritas. It's Regency Marine Company policy to maintain a full training program for its technicians, covering all aspects of their work, including the removal of asbestos, if necessary, during stripping out of old cabins or public areas on ships. The secret of Regency Marine's success is attention to detail and craftsmanship. Post-form profiles are a good example. The new part-assembled components were finally loaded into a container for the journey to the Orient Express. From Regency Marine's factory, the containers were shipped by various routes over land and sea to their final destination, Tenerife, to make their appointment with the holiday cruise ship, the Orient Express. Life aboard a cruise ship is nothing if not varied. In one part of the ship, the officers were hosting a cocktail party, while in another, flamenco dancers reflected the Spanish character of the Canary Islands. It was a stipulation of this contract that the holidaymakers on board the Orient Express had to be able to enjoy their cruise without any interruption during the refurbishment. And that's exactly what happened.
like a day, nothing in the world.
In another part of the ship, waiting in silence, were the old cabins, left empty, ready for the Regency Marine technicians. They showed the wear and tear which is inevitable in a successful passenger ship. The first stage of the work was to remove all the worn-out fittings. Only when the cabin was like this could the reconstruction begin. First, the containers, which had been packed in Northern Ireland, were unloaded into the car deck, and the units brought to the cabins for assembly. Assembly meant all electrical and decorating work, all carpeting, curtains, and bedding. Work continued with the passengers and crew scarcely knowing that the Regency Marine team were on board, and the Orient Express steamed unhindered from island to island. But when the ship made its weekly visit to Tenerife, the new materials had to be on the dockside waiting, and while the passengers were exploring ashore, the empty containers were unloaded to make way for the new ones.
So you're pretty much on schedule. It's very good timing.
Yes, we anticipate that the completion date will be met.
Yeah, yeah, it looks that way to me.
Possibly before. If we can get away before that, obviously we'll seize the opportunity.
Yeah.
And the end result of this organization and effort were the new cabins, ready to the last detail for the passengers to enjoy. All installed to the highest standard of workmanship, and without interruption to the sailing schedule or the holiday atmosphere on board. Regency Marine has established an enviable reputation for cabin and public room refurbishment while a vessel is in service, maintaining its earning capacity. Regency Marine completed its contract to refurbish the cabins in the allotted time, and the Orient Express was able to leave the Canaries on schedule to prepare for its summer run in the Mediterranean between Venice and Istanbul. Its owners, Sea Containers Limited, are just one of a long list of satisfied customers for whom Regency Marine's modular prefabricated cabins present a lightweight, economical, and flexible solution. These are the advantages. A full design service from sketch to mock-up. Prefabricated cabins, complete with shower and WC units. Fitting out while a ship is in service. Reduced fitting out time through prefabrication. Lightweight, fully approved, non-combustible materials. High quality control and performance. Regency Marine, the specialist ship's outfitters.